If I take 3 tier 5s and combine them, it creates a Paragon, the strongest type of tower in the game. Now if I turn on a mod, I'm able to get all 3 of these separate tier 5s on one tower. 555s and Paragons have a lot in common, so today I'm going to put them in a head-to-head battle to see who can last longer against 100 times balloons. Starting with the Apex Plasma Master. Now I want to give a quick shout out to Gramcracker for originally making the Balloons multiplier mod, and another big thanks to myself, the modder, for fixing some issues I was having with it. He's actually been working on a way to get Balloons mods on mobile devices, which is insane, so yeah, check out his YouTube channel for updates on that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's get started. As you can see, we're going to have literally no problems at all in the lower rounds, which is actually crazy to see considering what happened with the tier 5s. Like, while it might be easy right now, keep in mind everything is multiplied here. So round 40 will have 100 Moabs, round 60, 100 BFBs, 80, 100 ZOMGs, 140, 100 fortified B80s. You know, look how insane this is. Which, speaking of round 40, it's going to be coming in here any second now. So yeah, 100 Moabs right there. They just get one shot. I'm not going to show you what the other ones look like right this second. It's just going to be exactly what you just saw there. Now, once we get to round 100, that's a different story. Actually, you know what? I can slow it down right here. We're almost there on 98 right now. The reason I slow down on 98 is because not a single tier 5 or hero in the entire game could get past this against 100 times balloons. And it's just crazy because this is the first Paragon, literally the cheapest one in the entire game, and it's making it look like nothing. Like literally nothing at all. It's all gone now, and now we're going to see the fortified DDTs. I never made it up to 99, did I? I don't think so. Anyways, we never made it to round 100. We never saw 100 BADs. So here that is, and here they go. They're gone already, pretty much. That's so fucked, dude. This is gonna take so long. One thing to mention really quick, actually, that I forgot to. So you might notice this thing looks like a degree 1, but it's not. I promise you it's a degree 100. All the damage, all the qualities are there. You guys know the drill by now. It's because I'm using this, the OP version of Paragon Totems in shop. It's just a visual bug, I promise. Okay, this is degree 100. As good as it gets. Well, we made it here. Though, like I said, this is so scary looking, but I think we might be able to do it. I have no idea. It can go both ways right now. It's damaging all of them down at once, but like some of them are, oh my god. It's not gonna happen, but maybe it is. Maybe it's, see, what the fuck? I don't think we're good. I'm going with my gut here. No, we are good. We lost lives. We're down to 75. Okay, never mind. I was going to say we lost like 150 lives. How? Against all of that? So yeah, round 140 was the limit with the Apex Plasma Master. It had 2.1 billion damage. You see what I'm saying? 140 might not seem like that much regularly, but in this one, it is insane of billions of damage. Dart Monkey. I don't know what to call this thing. It is the 555, but I don't want to say, well, 555 for every single time I go to a new 555. They need their own special names. Maybe I'll come up with some special names. Anyways, yeah, this might look like a regular Ultra Juggernaut, but as you can see, it's definitely not. It has an ability, if I were to put a tech bot on top of that, basically that just like concentrates all the bullets into like that. It's like the Plasma Monkey, but it shoots those things. I'm just gonna leave that on top. Okay, yell at me all you want. I don't care. The real question is now, is this better than 140? Is this better than the Paragon? Alright, well that settles it. Round 148 means the 555, at least in this exact situation, is better than the Paragon. Sorry I didn't catch the end, that was very laggy, it took like well over an hour, but the total damage overall, 3.1 billion. So 8 more rounds, but almost a billion more damage. Glaive Dominus. You know, when I was thinking about making this video, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be so good because I don't have to worry about any sort of cross-pathing or anything here. If you watch that tier 5 video and you go to the comments, literally like half of the comments are just yelling at me about how bad I am and how I'm just like rage baiting with bad cross paths and stuff. I promise you I'm not. So I was saying here that would be very nice because I don't have to deal with that, you know? And then I made the heroes video against 100 times, and then I thought it was going to be way better too because, you know, all I had was abilities and I timed them pretty well. And yet still I had so many people pissed off at me. The moral of the story, what I'm trying to get to here is I'm not great with abilities. I'm not great at micro in this game. Like I activate this ability literally, right? It's ready in 25 seconds. What am I gonna do? Just like wait until it's the perfect time? No, it's like it's ready again, so I'm gonna activate it again. So I'm just gonna put a tech bot on it. So that pisses people off, but like, oh, I don't know. All right, well, we made it back to 140. I mean, not yet, but we're about to, obviously. Just some Moabs coming through. Those are no problem, even though there's literally like thousands of them stacked on top of each other. Look at this. I had a feeling that this one would be way easier because it's been so much smoother. There's been no struggles at all. I kind of want to just show what it looks like for 140 to actually get taken care of. Plus, you might not have even noticed that it starts with the fortified BADs and then the regular round 1 normal BAD comes in later. Uh-oh. Dude, these ceramics, just hit the ceramic, really? Okay. I thought for sure we were gonna die to a full DDT there, but nope. Once again, like that happened last time too. There was like one little ceramic that leaked through and didn't kill us. Or maybe it wasn't a ceramic because the ceramic would kill you. Maybe it was something else. Anyways, we officially have a new leader, round 150. Although that's only like the 3rd tower, so that's not saying too much. So that is the number to beat for the glaive charge domination. I told you I was going to start coming up with some names for these. This is one of the only 555s in the entire game that actually looks different than the regular just tier 5. Also, I think when you activate the ability with this one, it does, yeah, those little boomerangs spinning around instead of the glaives. I don't know why. It's just 555s, you'll come to know that they behave silly. Oh shit, that's right. You might have noticed last time. Wait, hold on. Let me get this. You might have noticed with the boomerang, or not the boomerang. This is the boomerang. With the holy shit, with the dart monkey at the very start. You know, I got an MIB. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna do for every single 555, no matter what. I know a lot of them can already hit camo balloons and don't really have limitations, but just to be safe. I was literally about to die on round 74. What's the fun in that? We want to see the overall damage and potential, you know? And I guess while we're here, I might as well show you what like a typical round looks like. So this was normally like maybe 5 ZOMGs, which now it turns into 500. This is some BFBs. Maybe there's 3 or 4 of them normally. But at this point for this guy, it's all just like visual. Like it's not a problem at all, no matter how many there are. It's ridiculous. Well, look what round we're on. We're back to 150. We made it as far as the Glaive Dominus got. Now the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing still lost on the same round, if not like a few more rounds after. Because the whole time getting up here, like it was fine, but it wasn't like extremely dominant over the Glaive Dominus. You know what I mean? These ones seem very similar, except it looks like the 555 is stronger. Once again. Oh! Okay, yeah, looks like it did not take very long after 150 though. Like I said, it is better, but not by that much. We've literally had a new best every single time so far. 3.8 billion damage. I want you to keep in mind though, not every 555 has good synergy like the first 2 have. We'll get to that later. Ballistic Obliteration Missile Bunker. I don't know why they made the name for this one so long. Also, I think I've only used this one time, and it was when I was pushing it to the absolute limit. You know, making a perfect map, making a full map of these. There's like 250 of them. So I guess I'm not like the most seasoned in knowing what to do here, but I think it'll be fine, you know. Once again, I think I'm just going to throw the tech bot on top of the ability, you know. Fucking sue me. Look at that. It's so good. Why would I not want to use it? Oh, because you have to time it better. It has a 15-second cooldown. It can activate multiple times per round. It shouldn't be that bad. Also, hold on. What's happening? It looks like we were struggling for a second on round like 5, I think. Dude, round 15, it was starting to shoot the other way. Look at these yellows. They're getting to the first loop. Oh, wait a minute. On round 24, I saw... it did the bomb blitz ability because it couldn't hit the camo balloons. Is that a thing? Does this thing not hit camo balloons like the tack shooter Paragon? I was actually just thinking about the tack shooter Paragon because I'm thinking like, what? Am I going to lose? No. Okay, we have the Bomb Blitz ability just in case. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do for the Tack Shooter Paragon because it can't hit camo balloons? Do I put camo traps all over the map? Like, I probably should. Now, the only reason I would do that to keep it fair is because the 555s have the MIBs. You know, a lot of them would have lost sooner from camo balloons than they would in the end. Like, look at this. This is such bullshit. You know what? I'm just gonna put down some camo traps. These are gonna get run over immediately, though, because... oh my god. Because there's so many of them, it's gonna hit the limits so quickly. Well, anyways, now camo balloons aren't a problem anymore. What's the cooldown on the Bomb Blitz ability? Okay, not enough, because it literally had to activate twice that round. Holy shit, dude. A degree 100 Paragon getting to round 36. Time for the 555. Surely better than 36, right? Because you know what? This is one that actually synergizes pretty well because... actually, does it? Because I'm thinking that, like, it does the big recursive damage, right? Plus it stuns them, plus it has the Moab eliminator ability thing. But do those synergize? Do those go together? Or are they kind of just, like, stacked on top of each other or side by side? Okay, we're in a similar situation again. The ability just activated. Is it ready yet? Again, yeah, it is. Okay, so it goes by... oh my god, the cooldown on the ability here is a lot faster than the Paragon. I think. Maybe I could just be talking out of my ass here. The thing is, we are on round 63, which normally has like 10 million ceramics, and then times that by 100 times balloons, 100 trillion billion ceramics. Similar situation, the Bomb Blitz ability cannot save us twice in a row. But even round 63 still is like over 9 million damage, which is kind of crazy. You know, it still did well in the grand scheme of things. Fuck you, stupid piece of shit. I'm not even gonna say this guy's name. This is the one Paragon in the game that I just honestly hate. I can't stand it. It literally takes like one of my favorite towers and just completely ruins it. Like, come on, dude. Why can't you hit camo balloons? It makes no sense. Oh, the tier 5s, all 3 of them, they can't hit camo on their own. Well, yeah. You're not a tier 5, you're a Paragon, you're the strongest thing in the game. I spent like $1 million getting you down. And yet you'll literally fucking die on round 24 if I didn't do this. I'm gonna have to get all these camo traps everywhere now. It's actually ridiculous. And then also, on top of that, it's like the laggiest Paragon in the entire game for some reason. Yeah, I guess the moral of the story is, you probably already got this, but I don't really like this guy. Can you activate the nuke ability if it's not a Moab? You can. Nice. Plus, there's this ability. Obviously, you guys know what this does. Just full map range, okay? I don't care if this does worse with a tech bot. Honestly, I kind of want it to do worse with a tech bot. So we're going to put on a tech bot. Wait, what happened? I wasn't even paying attention. Did the camo traps literally got overwhelmed, didn't they? They all just ran out. This is what I'm saying. This is the problem. I put down like 50 of these. That should be enough. Is this enough? Can I press play now? Can I see? So it's decamoing those ones. There's no way we ran out, dude. Like, not even like one of these is broken yet. What happened? I don't get it. It's now around 52. You see what I'm trying to do right here? Trying to keep up with these camo traps, and it's so I'm slowed down as much as I possibly can be, and it's still this laggy. I'm gonna die before I can even get enough of these down to take care of this one round. You know what? I'm gonna make an exception only for this Paragon. I promise all the other ones I'm gonna get. I mean, they oh my god. But like, I'm just not gonna do it anymore. I've placed down so many of those things, I'm done. I can't. Technically, this thing would lose on round 24 anyways. So I'm just gonna say 95. We all know that's not true at all. It's actually lower than that technically. But no, it can probably make it like 130, 140 maybe. I don't know. Now we're talking. Oh, the 555 tack shooter. It may not be the strongest tower in the game or the strongest 555 or whatever, but I still love it. I guess basically it just has a way bigger range and a lot more pierce, and it does the tack zone attack when it gets really close right next to it. I think. Maybe that's not true. And then the cherry on top, you put this on, and it's just a maelstrom like all the time. It's always the weirdest thing to me seeing things get pierce capped. Like, watch this Maelstrom coming through right now. You can't even see any of the Maelstrom blades until now because they were all getting hit. That happened a lot in the other videos too. Am I gonna die here? I think I am, just so that ceramic. Dude, that has like 1 billion health. Wait, when I see this right here, does that mean I died to 300 ceramics or 300 hearts worth of ceramics? So like 1 ceramic, 2 ceramics. I think that means 300 ceramics, which would make sense. It's just like 3 little ones that leak through. They're all stacked on top of each other, but it's actually 300. You get how it works. I don't know why I keep going on these little like sprees of just spurting words out and just blabbering about nothing. This thing got to round 102, 211 million damage. Herald of Everfrost. Is it Herald or is it like Herald? Like the H is silent. Regardless, I hate to say it again, but I've never really used this tower, so I don't know what to expect here. I gotta figure out what the ability does. When did I use this? I did it like 1 time. I think it was maybe like God boosted Paragons or something. But yeah, just like the regular attack. This is cool. This is satisfying. I like this guy. Everyone knows I'm a D1 Ice Monkey hater, so this is refreshing. Let's test out this ability. I think it makes it like go dark everywhere. Yeah, like turns into nighttime almost. Does that just like make everybody slower all the time or something? I also get a lot of angry comments for me like just guessing what stuff does instead of looking it up, so I'm gonna look it up. It says it's the Eclipse of Fimbulwinter. When triggered, it darkens the screen and applies map-wide slowing, freezing, and debuff effects to all active balloons. So that's something you just want all the time on as well. So again, another tech bot, you know? Every single time, dude. Every time I use the Ice Monkey, this always happens. It doesn't matter if it's the Paragon. It doesn't matter if it's a 555. It doesn't matter if it's just a regular tier 5. I'm not even kidding. This round 104 has been going on for probably 20, 30 minutes now. It's actually going a lot quicker than it has been, though. It's picking up. We're reaching the end. Come on, stop. Wait for the program to respond. Keep doing it. Just keep waiting. Alright, well after the atrocity of the lag, I just started skipping up 10 rounds at a time. And we've actually been holding up just fine, so we're now on to 140. I'm wondering if this is going to be the end or not. All these fortified B80s. I had a feeling this thing would do pretty well, but not this well. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's still an Ice Monkey. It's not meant for this, you know, like it's still a support tower. However, the one thing you're really looking for in these types of, you know, the 100 times balloons challenges is Pierce. And you know, Ice Monkeys, they have the largest Pierce in the game, I think, besides the Desperado dude. I'm so happy to be done with this thing. 560 million damage. That's not accurate because I was skipping. For all I know, 140 might not have been the limit, but it's somewhere around there. Okay, here we go. Now this thing, I don't think is going to be nearly as laggy, and I also don't think it's going to be nearly as good. I think this is kind of going to suck ass, honestly. See, right off the rip, that doesn't do like anything. The whatever, the little gun guy. It's really just going to be the top and middle path that do well here, but more so the middle path. The top will hit when it gets close, I think. No, it's not just like a little range around it. Anyways, what I was saying is if I press this, bam, just kills everything. So this is the first time in this video I'm not going to use a tech bot. I'm just going to, you know, try to time this as good as I possibly can. Oh god, we got 4 seconds for the ability to cool down. If we get that in time, we're going to beat this round. If we don't, we're not going to make it to 40. Please, it's going so slow. 1 more second. 1. Please, just spam it. Get it. Yes. There we go. That was actually like a little less close than I thought it would be. I'm being dramatic for no reason. Look, it's already back. We have another one available whenever to... It's also gotten to the point now where the ability doesn't really kill everything at once. It'll just like break them into smaller layers, which is kind of good because then the ability actually recharges in time. Like, look at that. The ability is ready again already in the same round. So now we have it for the next round. Oh god, we got some ceramics, but as long as we make it to 40, I'll be happy. That doesn't even break the outer layer. Is there a pierce cap to that ability as well? You see, some of them turn into greens, then the other ones are still ceramics. Didn't even do any damage. That's something you don't see every day. Holy shit. Here comes 40. We made it. I'm so happy. I was not expecting to get this far. And look at that. We don't even need to use the ability. I feel like I don't really ramble and tell stories in my videos as much as I used to, and I miss that. So I guess I can tell you some exciting news. Last week, I bought my very first truck from a dealership. I've always bought my cars from my stepdad. Like, I've never actually, like, you know, gone into a dealership until recently. It was actually really smooth sailing. I got a great deal. I got a 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. I love it so much. I'm so excited for the winter to come so I can take it up the canyon snowboarding and stuff, because I haven't been able to do that. Every time I go snowboarding, I just have someone else take me because I literally can't even get out of my parking lot in the snow. Anyways, yeah, the dealership experience was great. I literally only visited one. I went in and they were selling it for so much cheaper than I thought they would. No markups, no bullshit, no add-ons, no extended warranties, nothing like that. I went back in the next day after we agreed on the price and everything, and I bought it. It's just so nice because my other car was an old Volkswagen with over 200,000 miles, and it doesn't even start pretty much anymore. It's definitely at the end of its life, so it's nice to have something, you know, new and reliable. All right, this is gonna be it. We have 3 seconds left on the abilities. I was actually really close to getting it there because those were down to reds, but they were regrows, so you know, they get bigger and faster. So 48 is the limit with the 555 Ice Monkey. Nautic Siege Core. That's right, we're on to my recreation of Monkey Meadow, but water version. What is that attacking faster than it normally would? That does not look normal. Is it because it's shooting one missile per balloon? Oh my god. That's just like I thought I had some like 1,000 times attack speed mod on right now. This is crazy. I can't imagine using the ability is going to be better than this. I can try it though. See if like 15 seconds is long enough for them to like go through the entire track. No, we're fine with that, especially when we go later too. We'll see. We'll see later. I don't think I'm going to be using the ability though. Dude, what? What even happened? Round 94? That was another situation where I wasn't really paying attention because I thought it was going to get way further than that. But now it's like extra exciting because I'm like, where did it all go wrong, you know? And I guess that's what I'm still wondering. Where did it all go wrong? Oh, actually, I see. So the little missiles that come off of it, those target the strongest balloons, and then like the actual attack goes to first, and there's no way for me to change the missile thing. So we're just getting like overwhelmed because the missiles are doing too much. You know what I mean? All right, we lose again. Let me try one more time, except I'm gonna use the ability. I don't think that's gonna work, but it might. The thing is, we gotta take care of some of these first, and then shit, what do I do? I don't want these ceramics to go off while no, dude, that's not enough time, right? There's no way. What if I did it immediately? Because everything's still going to be coming in. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but here we go. Please hit the ZOMGs. Come on. Come on. Yeah. That didn't even do anything. Since there's thousands of Moabs, it just like doesn't even make a dent in any of them. And then yeah, these ceramics that come out, we're going to get overwhelmed again. Looks like it was not a mistake. 94 is the limit. So this is pretty much like the top of the leaderboard for the tier 5s, and at this point you have over 100 million damage before even reaching the B80. Energimander. Let me just tell you, I'm not so I don't think this one's gonna be nearly as good as the Paragon. This thing actually does a good amount of damage. Like, actually, hold on, now that I think about it, in the tier 5s video, the Energizer was like probably top 5 towers, which I was not expecting, and I just remembered. So we actually do stand a good chance to beat the Paragon here. Oh, is that gonna hit? No! No! We're at 5 HP. Hold on. Oh, that's so close. Actually, you know what? If I do this, before I unsubmerge, before I even try doing that, I feel like I can move this down just very slightly. That's another thing I didn't mention, but like, Obviously, you kind of get the idea by now. Everything's going to be in Monkey Meadow on the same spot. You know, some things would be more beneficial if they were moved over, but I don't care. You know, all the factors here are the same. It's also so weird to see, like, the Energizer itself is actually, like, moving and, like, targeting onto stuff. You see that? You know, that's why 555s are just so fascinating, because this one's also getting Pierce capped, which is insane. At least I think it is, or else it wouldn't even matter how many there are, you know? It would just be overall damage. Are we still going to survive? Yeah, we got it that time. Let me actually do one more little test. If I unsubmerge it now, do you see how much worse that is? Okay, do you believe me now? Because it still shoots those missiles while it's submerged, so I'm no longer going to do 2 tests. There's no point. And after quite some time, again, we get Pierce capped, so that means we're going to lose on round 82, which is the limit. Let me just prove it to you really quickly, okay? I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm doing you guys a favor. Let me show you how much worse it is unsubmerged. We're not even going to get to those fortified Moabs. Not even close. So yeah, moral of the story, when it comes to this one, the Paragon is superior to the 555. Navark of the Seas. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, it's so sad that they look like degree 1s. Because looking at this cute little smooth little boat, it does not represent the power it's about to output. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and press play. I forgot that these things attack, which is really nice. I thought they shot off little, like, eggs. Not these little missiles. Or not missiles, these little darts. I thought it was like little egg missiles. Or we could put the tech bot on the ability, right? But before you yell at me, can this not go on top? Oh my god, we're getting another pontoon. Before you yell at me, I'm gonna do it with an ambush. Maybe that'll be good. Because when it comes to this thing, regular Moabs and stuff are gonna be no problem at all. You don't want to waste the ability on that. Okay, wait a second. I just figured something out. So when that activates the ability, right, it always just pulls in the strongest balloon. It doesn't matter what's first. That's what I thought it was. It was like it would pick up a Moab, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So I don't need the ambush anymore. I can just like have it normal. Let me just like redo that. Wait, are we gonna die? What? 137? This thing can't even make it to 140. Are you serious? You let the Apex Plaza Master beat you? Oh, I'm so big and bad and tough and I can take care of everything. Well, apparently not. Now, the problem is this one's gonna be way worse. I already know it. I'm not expecting anything here, though. That's the difference. I was expecting the Paragon to do, you know, round 160, you know, be a new leader. Yeah, this one I'm not expecting much because I think this is one that kind of just like, you know, they stack on top of each other. It's not really synergizing well. You know, like the Pirate Lord can still only pull in Moabs, or not Moabs, ZOMGs. Carrier Flagship does its thing. Trade Empire just makes you some money, does its thing too. Yeah, no, definitely not better, but you know what? We made it past round 40. That's all I can really ask for. I saw the Moabs. How much damage is 49 though? There's still 2.6 million damage. It's good, but this is just like having the 3 tier 5 side by side. There's no synergy, like I said. Goliath Doomship. Honestly, I'm not too sure what to expect here after seeing the boat, because the boat is usually so good. I think this is going to perform a lot better, though. Like, I'd be surprised we don't have our new best here. I don't know how big of a difference this is going to make, but I'm going to put it on Wing Monkey, just so you guys don't get mad at me. Or is it 8? Figure 8. Figure 8's the best one. Nah. Something like that. You know what? Wing Monkey. I'm going with my gut here. When it comes to the ability for now, I'm just going to put it like across the map like this. And then once we start losing, I'll actually start to manually target that. Our highest round so far is 152 by the 555 Boomerang. So that's the number to beat. Well, this is not good. This is actually the opposite of good. This is very bad. We're getting Pierce capped with this thing as well. Like, it's hitting these ceramics, but it's killing, like, I guess it's like hundreds of them at a time, but it cannot take care of the full pile. It can't hit through all of them. We're going to lose on 98. Oh my god. Are you serious? I'm going to try it again, but I also want you to keep in mind, 98 is really, really, really hard. Like when I did the tier 5s video, the fully maxed out Vengeful True Sun God It got to 98. It couldn't beat it. Let's just get rid of the tech bot now. Let's see if we're able to get one of these off before the round ends. Okay, I think now is good because it's going to take a second to go down to. Please. Was that too late? That didn't do anything. We're going to try it one more time and activate it just a little bit earlier. So it's going to drop right there. Still didn't do anything. I know that was a little bit early, but still. I think you get the idea. It's not going to happen. There's no way. The Flying Sky Bomber. I haven't used this thing in so long. What I'm wondering is, do these work together? You know, all of the missiles that come off of the Sky Shredder, are those now never miss? Or is it kind of just stacked on top of each other like we've seen? I don't know. I can't tell yet. I mean, obviously it has the Flying Fortress stuff in the bottom. It has the explosions. Has a little Sarbama Bomba. Honestly, for like a split second, it looks like these ones that are coming off are starting to curve, but then the balloon dies, so it doesn't actually do it. Hey, 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 don't do it. I swear to fucking God. 78? I used the ability too. Am I gonna have to restart? No, it's ready in 2 seconds. I had the tech bot on. Sorry. My apologies. Yep. That like barely touched any of them too. You see this? It is so crazy seeing stuff like this get pierce capped. Because like I said, 78 and 63 and all those ones, they're very, very heavy, dense ceramic rushes normally. Okay, here's the second rush, the camo rush. Bam. Oh wait, that's right, I forgot to get the MIB. Even the next round, 79, has so many rainbow regen balloons. There's no way we're gonna beat this. I just used the ability. I mean, I could put this on Wing Monkey as well, but at this point, that's not gonna do anything. Unless... maybe. We're kind of cheating with the regrow blocker anyways. Hold on. Oh my God, 1 more second till the ability is ready. Click it. Now. Go, go, go. That didn't do anything. Also, I did realize all the ones that come off the top path, they do heat seek. The Never Miss works for everything, but 79 was clearly too hard. Overall damage was 31 million. This challenge is just not meant for the ace. Magnus Perfectus. I've learned nothing. Ever. Every single time I do something, like I said, I still don't know what I'm doing. I've learned nothing. Like with these abilities, it's like if I use this one, right? Wait, no, that's the one that does these guys. So that actually doesn't work. Well, I mean, it does. It's just not very good against 100 times balloons, I don't think. Oh, the laser attack sucks dick too. Look at that. Getting overwhelmed on round 4. Anyways, this dude gets replenished after you make him gray. So if you do like the big laser, right? That's going to be pretty good. But it's like the Phoenix is really good too. What? What the hell is this? TechBot Prime? Wait, when did they add this? What? I guess that's real. Plus there's this one too. The Hype Boost Monkey. Bro, what? I need to be better about like updates and stuff. I'm just over here in my own little world making these videos. Like I never do like... when the Druid Paragon came out, for example, I didn't do anything for it. But actually, the Druid Paragon is coming soon, so we're doing that in this video. Oh yeah, huh? Purple balloons. Dude, I can't put an MIB or anything for this. Can I wait? Hold on. The laser works for... I'm so confused. I just realized we're in for something with purple balloons and there's nothing I can do about that. There's no MIB for this thing. Round 63, the regular laser attack doesn't do anything. This is the only ability available. I actually did pretty good. Maybe I'm rethinking what I'm supposed to do here. This is... if you see a lot of losses in the time lapse, just understand why. You see these are getting fucking run over. No, dude, I activated both abilities, which can both take care of purple balloons, but I still am gonna die to the purple balloons. Oh my God, it's so annoying though, because this thing is so powerful, but that's like the one limitation, and like I said, there's nothing I can do about that. Let me press play again, maybe I can just do it later. I mean, this ability is already activated, and then the problem with the other ability is that it just got ran over. If I activate that right now, watch, they're all just gonna disappear. Because there's too many balloons. Even if this undead ZOMG somehow managed to stop all of this, which it doesn't, There's so many more coming. So I guess, yeah, 95 is the limit. Until the 555, because we can get the MIB. Purple balloons are no longer going to be a problem, but at the same time, we're not going to have nearly as much damage output, I don't think. Also, after testing this thing like a 10 trillion times, I have concluded that using the Phoenix is better. It does more damage. And it only activates for a portion of the time, so we're going to get the best of both worlds if we just throw a tech bot on top of it, okay? Don't freak out. What just happened? There wasn't even anything leaking by. Are you serious? Green balloons? Okay, run that back. 55. There's no way that's the limit. And like I said, using the ability is way better, as you can tell. This thing doesn't really pierce through much. It's fine. But once the ability activates, watch this. Ready? Yeah, just gets rid of everything. It's these green balloons. Okay, we're fine that time. Just some RNG, I guess. Dude, that's like an impenetrable wall. Just, oh, please, 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 no. I had a feeling it was going to happen. So 63 does take us down. You could argue I could restart and use the ability like at a better time, you know, but 63 has 3 waves of those ceramics. There's no way in hell. 9 million damage. It looks like another win for the Paragons. They're dominating right now. Or are they? Actually, let me count this out. So we have 4 points for the 555s and then 5 points for the Paragons. So it's actually a really close head-to-head right now. Ascended Shadow. In my opinion, look at that backflip. That's just style points. In my opinion, this is like the smoothest Paragon in the entire game. For some reason, I just like don't really lag with this thing. It does such good damage. It just like, it runs nicely, if that makes sense. I am expecting greatness here. Oh no, we have some stray ceramics. Is it gonna retarget? Is the attack itself gonna get blocked here? Are we gonna lose to those little ceramics right there? Maybe not. Holy shit. No! Heat seek, heat seek, heat seek! Yes! Alright, we may have luckily scraped by the first time, but that is no longer the case. There's no chance. 104 is gonna take us down. You know, I'm still not very, like, happy and satisfied with that, but at least we got past 100. I mean, the Goliath Doom ship of all things didn't even get to 100. 555 time, Mr. Fancy Hat. Now, honestly, the one thing that really worries me here is the Grand Saboteur ability. And let me show you why. Right now, it's fine, right? No lag. If I press that... Actually, never mind. Okay. I was gonna say, in the Tier 5s video, when I pressed that button, it just, like, caused the entire game to just freak out with lag. I mean, it did a second there for a little bit. See how much smoother it is now? Because it's like every new thing that spawns in is like worse or whatever. Also, as you can tell, this is not going to get very far. I keep talking about it, but the Tier 5 video, all 3 of the separate ninja paths, they were nothing special. Okay, so I just used the ability. I think this is going to be the end right here. Not even going to make it to 27. I had a feeling 27 would be the one to take us down. But yeah, we did not make it there. Damage is only 100,000. And that's another win for the Paragons. The root of all nature. If you don't know this by now, Spirit of the Forest is by far my favorite tower in the entire game, and it's not even close. So like, having a Paragon that has the Spirit of the Forest vines, it just makes me so happy. Now, I've used this thing only one time now, and that's because I was making a short where it was like 1 degree 100 Paragon versus 10 degree 1 Paragons. And I actually made a big mistake in that video because I put a tech bot on the ability for this one because I thought it transformed into this black thing, you know, for like a few seconds, kind of like most abilities, and then it just goes back to normal. But no, once you activate that thing, it stays as that thing. And the ability where it turns black and red makes it like, I don't remember, you know, just way more powerful, deal more damage, but it does drain your money. So what I'm going to do here is something I've been doing a lot, just like wait for it to die, and then we'll activate that because we're going to have so much money built up. Dude, I love this thing so much. This is my new favorite Paragon by far. It's so smooth. It's so strong. We're on 140 without using the ability once. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. My favorite tower in the entire game is now a Paragon. So what I'm going to do now, since we lost, like I said, I will turn this on. So now it activates to whatever it's called, the enraged form or something. It looks like it takes away $10,000 every second. As you can see, the difference in damage is actually fucking absurd. Also, I failed to mention one time in this whole video, but when you use 100 times balloons, every single balloon counts for money. So you get 100 times the money right now. Like, we haven't farmed at all, $64 million. And it's actually not going down by that much because we're getting so much money from popping them, even though we're losing 10,000 a second, you know? No, 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 no. No. 152. So we actually tied the best round so far. The 555 boomerang, like I said, got to 152. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat it, and there's nothing I can do there. This is active. These are kind of just like RNG, the little, whatever those are, the little, tornado trees, and it had 4.1 billion damage. You, my friend, have a very tough act to follow. So now we got the 555. Let's go ahead and make sure we don't miss this because I don't want to deal with purple balloons. I have a feeling it's one of those where it doesn't really like implement each other. They don't work together. They're just stacked on top of each other. You know, you have the vines, you have the superstorm, and you have the Avatar of Wrath attack. Dude, finally, that one took like an hour. It was just like, it kept freezing anytime there was a big rush. And I think we all knew what was going to happen there. It's going to be just like the Paragon, except way worse. But you know what? We still got over 100 million damage, so I'll take it. Master Builder. Now, when it comes to this one, I want you all to take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because how far you get with this thing depends on how good you are at microing. Because of the sentry turrets, I mean, obviously you got this one, which is going to be pretty good, just killing everything. You got the little fire one that attacks for you, which is great. You got this one that also attacks for you. It's more just like exploding the sentry turrets. If for some reason you don't know after all these years, if you put down another sentry turret of one that's already there, it does a big explosion, big damage, great. We also have this little like overclock ability, except you can't actually use it on itself, so that's going to be pointless. So all we're going to have to worry about is just exploding these at the right time, and yeah. Oh god, another situation just like, was it the wizard? 95, there's magic balloons, or there's purple balloons, and since the little sentry turrets do magic damage, it's not doing anything. Like, even the sentry turret explosions are technically magic, so that's not doing anything either. We're like somehow holding up still, though. We might be able to get this? Huh. Alright, I was wrong. It turns out these sentry turret explosions don't do nearly as much as I thought. Like, did you see that do anything? Make a dent in anything at all? I've been using it. It's not doing shit. I mean, normally it would, just not against this, so we are going to go down on... Actually, maybe not. No, we definitely are. Okay, 98 is the limit with the Master Builder. 98 was such an infamous round in the Tier 5s video, so it's kind of crazy seeing it come back like that. Extra large sentry boost. I'm sure there's people out there that have actually made clever names. All I've been doing is just combining them. Combining little bits and pieces to build a puzzle. Anyways, good news this time. Wait, I can't actually, hold on. The good news is that I can actually ultra boost it, so this is going to be helpful, and I think that's going to activate for all of these as well. Like, when it spawns one of these in, it might not show it, but I think it is affected by the ultra boost. I don't know. The thing I was complaining about is that you can't actually move the XXL trap anymore. I don't think. Nope. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. We're gonna get down the MIB. Plus I have the tech bot on top of this where it's just activating the ultra boost on itself over and over and over again. I'm sure some people will somehow find a way to get mad at that too. Oh, you're so lazy. You didn't do the ultra boost right. You didn't time it perfectly. Or maybe I'm just making stuff up. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. Let's see how far this can get, huh? Stop talking. Please don't. Already? 49? Oh my god. This is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Like, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do to micro this here. I was gonna say, there might be a little bit of RNG here because, you know, these sentry turrets explode too. They have a little animation. I don't know if that actually does damage or not. But if it does, that could be helpful. Throw another trap. That's good. That could help with some cleanup. It just dies immediately. All right, okay. 49 is the limit. Another win for the Paragons. The lead is or like, what is it called? What's like the saying? It's like where it's like slipping away. You know, it was so close, but now it's getting... Paragons are winning, okay? However, this is the only test that matters. The mega massive munitions factory, the spike factory Paragon, arguably one of the strongest Paragons in the entire game. It's definitely top 3, and I also love it, so it's really nice to have that. For abilities, that just makes it go faster, right? And then the part that I struggle with is using this one, the little missiles. I never know when to like explode it and do more, but you know what? I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna have some really tough competition here with the 555 Spike Factory. Oh my god. Can you believe this? 152 again. What is wrong with this round? Why is it physically impossible to beat? I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna try it again. Like, I don't have a tech bot on the ability or anything. I've been manually timing these as best as I possibly can. Now, the problem is I used the ability earlier, so we have this little thing right here, and that's the root of all the problems. If I activate the ability right now, that'll explode and it won't shoot any more mines anywhere until that thing is gone. Let me try this. I'm gonna have one of them hit that and then I'm immediately gonna activate the ability. Oh, I went too fast because I'm sped up so much. All right, here we go again. Be prepared, that exploded. So now we do some more. Right. Holy shit. We just beat round 152. There's no way. We have a new leader. Okay, the very next round we do go down though. I'm sure it's possible somehow to get that one right. But at the end of the day, what's the difference between 153 and 154? We have a new leader. That's all that matters. Damage, 4.3 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the 555 Spike Factory. I'm not going to get the MIB this time because I know there's no limitations and I don't need unnecessary lag because it's already going to be unnecessarily laggy. It might not look crazy right now, but I promise you this thing is. It looks just like a perma-spike right now. And then it does that. So it does the carpet of spikes, and each one of these is a perma-spike with a super mine inside of it. That's why they're exploding and they're not going anywhere. Plus we have the ability, so we can do it ourselves as well. Wait, actually, hold on. They just disappeared. Did you see that? Watch, at the end of the round, once it goes to 6, it actually gets rid of one of the piles. Wait a minute, this actually might be possible. This might be doable. That's the reason why it's so laggy, because it gets to the point where there's like hundreds of thousands of these little spikes on the track. But if they're like exploding like that and losing, that's great. That means we can actually play this out. What I was gonna do is go like this and immediately jump up to round 100 just to show you. Watch. Don't lag, please, please. That's 100 B80s right there. They're just gone already. Didn't even make a dent in our pile at all. I'm gonna skip up one more time. After 140, we'll just let it sit there because I don't want to jump up too high, accidentally, like, you know, to a round we can't beat. And that'll do it. We go down on round 160, and honestly wasn't even close. We had so much going out. It's like a weird feeling right now. Like, I'm happy because we got a new best round, obviously. Like, 160 for 100 times balloons is insane. I'm just super confused why the 555 Spike Factory is starting to behave like that, you know what I mean? Normally, like I mentioned, it just keeps building and building and building and building. You can beat around, like, I don't know, 750 normally if you let it build up enough. 1,000 maybe, I don't know. So like this thing wasn't as strong as I thought it was, but it was still the strongest thing in the entire video. So I'll take it, very happy, 4 billion damage, we are done now. In the end, head to head, the Paragons had 8 points and the 555s had 5 points. Meaning when it comes to how long you can survive 100 times balloons, Paragons are better than 555s. On the screen right now is the top 5 from both sides, so you can get a little comparison there. Pretty neat. Anyways, thanks for watching. Adios.